This is Whisperwood Tales. Tonight's story is called The Tree That Remembered. There was once an old tree, one of many, at the very edge of the quiet woods. Its bark was covered in grooves, like a map of time, and its roots spread wide beneath the mossy ground, like it wished it could be everywhere, all at once. You didn't have to look too hard to tell it had lived through so much, perhaps even everything. Animals had made it into their home. Children had hung echoes of their innocent laughter on its branches. Weary travelers had rested in its shade. All for but a few moments that faded as quickly as they had appeared. But no one had ever wondered if the tree still remembered them. On one still evening, under the breathing canopies of the woods, a traveler made his way to a place he only knew in his heart. He was tired, not from walking, but from thinking too much, worrying too much, trying too hard to be someone he was not. He resigned against the tree's trunk for a moment, breathed in the cool air, and for the first time in quite a while, did nothing but exist. The woods felt indifferent at first, too preoccupied with its own stillness to notice the storm brewing inside him. The wind serenaded the leaves, the birds called to one another to come home. The sky began to darken so slowly that you could barely realize it. But before the night had fully enveloped the quiet, the traveler began to notice something. The warmth of the trunk trickled into his back. The faint hum of insects spoke a language he seemed to understand, and the breeze sometimes seemed to pause as if listening. It felt like the tree wanted to say something, but it did not speak in words. It did not whisper a name or tell a secret. Instead, the traveler felt a quiet sense of being seen, not judged, not questioned, just gently observed, as if the woods said, "I will remember how you sat here, even if you forget." Later, the traveler would not be able to explain what happened. He might say the air was soft, the light was different, or the world felt lighter for a moment. They all seem to say the same thing when they can't explain why they felt the way they did. He might not even remember every detail, but the tree remembered, the woods remembered. It remembered the traveler's sigh, the way his shoulders dropped, the brief stillness in his breath, the unrest in his eyes. The years went on. Other people came and leaned against the same grooves. A child with a scraped knee, a young woman with a broken heart, a wanderer unsure of where to go next. They all brought their own worries, their own stories, and the tree, without ever saying a word, held all of them in the quiet, and they all walked away with a sense of being noticed and being truly alive. The woods never demand answers. They do not ask you to be brave or clever or perfect. They only ask that you stay for a little while, that you let your thoughts settle, and that you let the world remember you, even when you forget yourself.